What if I told you that the biggest secret at Wimbledon isn't hiding in the locker room or the coaching boxes? It's been hiding in plain sight, woven into the hair of the most dangerous unseeded player in the draw. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are exposing the shocking truth about Alex Eala's Wimbledon journey that nobody is talking about. While the tennis world focused on Sabalenka, Swiatek, and Rybakina, something extraordinary was happening right under our noses. This isn't just another tennis story. This is a story of a young woman from a country of 115 million people carrying the weight of an entire nation on her shoulders since she was just 13 years old. And now, she's about to drop a bombshell that will change everything you thought you knew about Wimbledon. Did you notice what was different about Alex Eala when she stepped onto centre court? Did you see the small detail even the commentators missed? One tiny piece of fabric representing everything she's fighting for. And a secret message from one of the biggest brands in sports that nobody decoded until now. Today, we'll break down exactly what Alex Eala revealed about her Wimbledon experience. From her shocking victories against top 10 players to her partnership with tennis royalty Venus Williams, from her grueling physical battles to the emotional weight of representing a nation, we'll cover the secret message Nike embedded in her hair tie, the dark horse story that has tennis analysts scrambling to rewrite their predictions, and the unprecedented moment that made her the first Filipino player to secure a singles seeding in a Grand Slam tournament. And trust me, by the time we're done, you'll understand why Alex Eala is not just a player to watch. She's a player who could actually win this thing. So grab your popcorn, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into the explosive secret that Alex Eala revealed. A secret that could change everything at the All England club. When Alex Eala stepped onto Wimbledon's centre court, she carried more than just a tennis racket. She carried a secret that nobody knew, the story of a flower that would become the symbol of her historic journey. The sampaguita is the national flower of the Philippines, a small white bloom symbolizing purity, simplicity, and strength. For Eala, this flower would become the secret symbol of her Wimbledon dream. Nike, her sponsor, gifted her a custom hair tie featuring the sampaguita before her debut. But here's the shocking part. The gift came with a message that revealed everything she was fighting for. Every dream begins as a seed, and what you plant, you'll one day reap. A Filipina on the grass courts of history. Not just playing for herself, but carrying a nation in full bloom. This wasn't just a gift. This was a mission statement. The moment Alex Eala stepped onto centre court, with that flower in her hair, she was sending a message to the entire world. She wasn't just playing tennis, she was carrying a nation. Eala explained the significance. First of all, to just have something that reminds me of where I come from, of my country, and my culture out there on court, because I feel like that's what makes me special, is where I come from. The flower represented the seed she had planted at 13 years old when she left the Philippines to train at the Rafa Nadal Academy. Every sacrifice, every grueling training session, every double fitness session, it was all sowing. And Wimbledon would be her harvest. When Alex Eala walked onto centre court at Wimbledon, for the first time, she faced defending champion Barbora Krejcikova. The weight of history was on her shoulders. She was the first Filipina ever to reach Wimbledon's main draw. But Eala had something Krejcikova didn't have, a secret weapon. That weapon was a flower in her hair. Nike's message with the hair tie included the Filipino phrase, "Kung may tinanim, may anihin, what you plant, you will one day reap." This wasn't just a sponsor's slogan. It was the story of her life, condensed into a single sentence. Eala described the experience. "This match is my dream match, my dream debut. First Wimbledon main draw in centre court against the defending champion. It was such a pleasure for me to share the court with her." She pushed Krejcikova hard, taking the first set 6-3 before the defending champion rallied to win 3-6, 6-2, 6-1. Despite the loss, Eala said she was super happy to have had that as my kind of debut, Wimbledon debut. The real prize wasn't the scoreboard. The flower had become a symbol of something much larger than tennis, proof that culture, ambition, and elegance can coexist in even the smallest details. Nike confirmed the sampaguita hair tie was created exclusively for Eala and would never be commercially available. Its rarity only reinforced its meaning. Before Wimbledon 2026, Alex Eala arrived in Berlin riding a wave of momentum. She had won the Birmingham WTA 125 title, dropping just one set in 5 matches. But nobody expected what happened next. In Berlin, Eala produced one of the most stunning runs of the grass court season. First, she took down Donna Vekic. Then she faced Elena Svitolina, a top 10 player, and dispatched her. And then came the biggest victory of her career. Elena Rybakina, the world number 2, the Wimbledon champion. Alex Eala beat her. She extended points, forced Rybakina to make errors, and neutralized her biggest weapons. By the time she reached the semifinals, Eala had beaten 2 top 10 players back-to-back. The immediate impact was staggering. She gained 195 ranking points, pushing her into the world's top 30. The seedings for Wimbledon were based on rankings, and that Berlin run was the difference between being seeded and not being seeded. She became the first seeded Filipino player in a Grand Slam singles tournament in history. At number 29, Eala was positioned to avoid the absolute top players until at least the 3rd round. But the grueling run had taken its toll. Exhausted from her Berlin run, Alex Eala entered the Bad Homburg Open and suffered a sobering loss to Belgium's Elise Mertens. She appeared a step slower, a little less sharp, unable to sustain the intensity that fueled her Berlin charge. But then something unexpected happened. She was given a wild card to play doubles at Bad Homburg with Venus Williams. The 46-year-old, 7-time Grand Slam singles champion, one of the most iconic figures in tennis history, would be her partner. Eala said being gifted a wildcard doubles team-up with Williams was a pinch-me experience most players only dream about. The Filipino-American duo clicked immediately, dispatching their opponents in straight sets. Less than 24 hours later, they bowed out to the second seeds. But for Eala, the real prize wasn't the scoreboard, it was the priceless education. 2 matches and a lifetime of lessons. Standing beside royalty cleared the clouds and taught her to forget the misses and swing for the next point. Williams took to Instagram, calling Eala the best partner. Eala responded, "Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought that I'd have the privilege of competing alongside you." The partnership with Venus Williams was the secret training camp nobody knew about. Eala came in sharper, wiser, and carrying a piece of Venus Williams with her. By the time Wimbledon 2026 arrived, Alex Eala had achieved what nobody in Philippine tennis history had ever achieved. She was seeded at a Grand Slam. Number 29 seed. The very first Filipino player to secure a singles seeding at Wimbledon. The seeding was a direct result of her Berlin run, beating Rybakina, reaching the semifinals, and accumulating the ranking points needed. Being seeded at number 29 meant Eala would avoid the top players until at least the 3rd round. Behind her in the seedings was Emma Raducanu at number 30, while unseeded dangers like Yelena Ostapenko lurked. Sports broadcaster Diane Castillejo described the phenomenon. "She is already being treated like a multiple Grand Slam winner. People in the Philippines were staying up all night to watch her matches. Traffic slowed when she played. Tennis courts became impossible to book. Everyone wanted to play," Eala said. "It's hard to imagine at that young age that you can have such an impact on the whole country. It's been a step-by-step realization in terms of the impact that it's had." The sampaguita represented everything. The years of sacrifice. The weight of a nation. The harvest of seeds planted at 13. Eala posted a picture of the flower with the caption, "From a small seed, a mighty trunk may grow." The flower has bloomed. The seed has grown. And now the world is watching. Alex Eala is here, and she's not going anywhere.